Hello, good evening. Tens of thousands of people joined the Hogmanay celebrations in Edinburgh to welcome in 2018, but it was a busy night for Scotland's ambulance workers, with calls to the service up by almost 40% on last year. This morning, hundreds of people took part in the traditional New Year's Day dip in the Firth of Forth. Andrew Black reports.
It was a hardcore start to 2018. Hundreds braved the freezing water of the Firth of Forth near Edinburgh, wearing an array of interesting and utterly impractical outfits.
Very cold!
Quite nippy.
It's not cold or sore because literally no feeling left.
Absolutely brilliant.
As the annual Looney Duke continued, others looked on in stunned silence. Last night, many revellers saw in the new year in Edinburgh with a spectacular fireworks display launched from the ramparts of the city's castle. Some 60,000 people attended the now world-famous party on the city's Princes Street and partied on until the wee small hours. But not everyone got the night off. There was a surge in demand for the ambulance service, more than 2,500 calls last night and this morning, a 38% increase compared to the previous year. And after the party came the clean-up. Today Edinburgh was returning to normal as the capital and the rest of Scotland settled into 2018. Andrew Black, reporting Scotland.
The former Deputy First Minister Jim Wallace described Scotland as a violent country during discussions for a ban on smacking in 2002. Newly released Cabinet documents show the QC told Cabinet colleagues in the then Labour Lib Dem executive that Scotland was violent by international standards. He said that if the cycle were to be broken, a start had to be made with the young. The first babies of 2018 have been born in Scotland. The first is believed to have been Harry Jacob Ferguson, who arrived at 10 seconds past midnight at Dr Gray's Hospital in Elgin. Just minutes later, baby Bonnie Petrucci made an entrance in Glasgow. Katrina Renton reports.
Harry came into the world as the bells were still chiming at just 10 seconds past midnight. Mum Amy and Dad Craig had been expecting him on Christmas Day. He's been well worth the wait.
It's just perfect. Best New Year as well. Best start. Everybody's just delighted with him.
And welcome Bonnie Mary Lindsay Petrucci. She wasn't far behind at 5 minutes past 12. She'd been waiting for 2018 too.
She was due on the 29th and obviously didn't turn up. We thought that she was going to be a Christmas baby, but that came and passed, and then she came last night as a surprise.
I couldn't be more happier. Yeah, way over the moon.
And we wanted like a really Scottish first name as well, so I thought Bonnie was beautiful, which she is.
For every new mum and dad, the day their baby's born is really special. And for Bonnie's family, the 1st of January will be a happy new year every year. And here's our gallery of some more of today's new arrivals. Introducing baby Theo Brown. Like Bonnie, he was born in the Princess Royal Maternity Hospital in Glasgow. Josephine Mary Mackenzie Brown was born in the Queen Elizabeth University Hospital in Glasgow. Travis Graham was born at the Royal Infirmary of Edinburgh. And Nico John Watson was the first baby at Ninewells Hospital in Dundee. From all our new additions, a happy new year. Katrina Renton, reporting Scotland.
The Caledonian Sleeper service between London and Scotland are the oldest running trains in Britain. The Office of Rail and Road Statistics said travellers have to put up with trains that are 42 years old. The operator plans to bring in new rolling stock in the coming years. Rail fares are to go up by an average of 3.4% across the country tomorrow, the largest increase in 5 years. Now let's take a look at the weather with Coster. Hello.
Hello, thank you very much. Good evening to you all. Well, a chilly start to the evening, but for most of us, the start of the new year has been fairly quiet. We've had some showers around, but some sunny spells too. And for tonight, it will become largely dry. Those showers mainly concentrated in the north and in the west, and there'll be some clear spells further towards the east. So here's a map for the rest of the evening. You can see those showers across the west becoming fewer and further between, more in the way of clearer spells and quite chilly conditions. Temperatures in towns and cities dipping to around freezing or just below, some rural glens even colder, and a bit more in the way of cloud building from the west by the early hours, as we see an approaching weather system bringing with it some heavy rain for a time, and on the leading edge some snow, mainly up over the hills above 300 to 400 metres. But by the afternoon we'll see some drier, clearer weather behind it and 1 or 2 showers. So if you're heading out around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it should be largely dry for Dumfries and Galloway into the borders, some brighter spells as well, temperatures 6 or 7 degrees. Across north of the Central Belt and towards North Highland and Aberdeenshire, some of those showers continuing, and you can see the edge of that weather system here across North Highland, spreading into the Northern Isles later in the day. Temperature-wise, 2 or 3 Celsius. Looking ahead to tomorrow evening, though, we have a deepening area of low pressure arriving from the Atlantic, bringing with it some further wet and windy weather. A deep area of low pressure yet to be named, but this could be potentially the 5th named storm of the season. Some very strong winds for Northern Ireland into southern Scotland and the Central Belt, gusting 50 to 60 miles per hour. And there could also be some very big waves for the Solway Firth in particular. The Met Office have issued a yellow be aware weather warning for the strength of the wind, as I mentioned, gusts of up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. It's still breezy on Wednesday, and we could still have some strong gusts across the southwest, but showers and some sunny spells as well. And that's your forecast.
Coster, thank you. And that's Reporting Scotland for now. We'll be back with another update at 10 to 11 tonight. Until then, from all of us here, Happy New Year and have a great evening. Bye-bye for now.